With a little bit of luck, you can now see my screen, my video, and I'm going to start playing this video of Eric. Again, the video starts. He's actually interestingly playing an audiobook over his computer to students so they can, with a professional reader, reading a section of the novel.
The idea of radio announcements, the Black Panther newspaper, and word of mouth hadn't entered my mind. If only Cecile could see what we'd done, and Pa and Big Mom.
Okay, we're gonna pause here. Quick check. Question number 1. How does Delphine feel? Highlight your answer choice, then chat me.
Just in case you're having trouble hearing that at all, he says, we're going to pause here. Quick check. How does Delphine feel in this scene? Highlight your answer choice. He can actually see their work in Google Classroom, but you don't need to have Google Classroom to copy the most powerful thing that he does here. He basically says, chat me. So use the chat function in Zoom or some other platform to tell me your answer, which is beautiful and sensible, because right here in the middle of the text, before they go on to deeper understanding, he wants to know whether they're reading the text accurately and getting and understanding what's happening. And so he just asks them to chat him the answer to a multiple choice question, and that allows him to very quickly assess where they are, as we'll see here.
And then number 2, underline at least one detail in the text that supports your answer number 1. Note, if you don't have that physical copy, you can type it below. I'm going to cold call for a scholar with evidence in 1 minute. Question 1, how does Delphine feel? Question 2, what evidence supports it? 1 minute, go. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, Johan. Thanks, Elsie. Armani, I appreciate the message. Thanks, buddy. That's above and beyond. Thanks, Yazzie. 4.
I just got those moments because I think it's so beautiful with him just replying to students as they respond to him online. No one else can see them replying, but it shows them that he values their work, encourages them to be engaged and accountable for their work, and it also draws other students' awareness to the fact that everyone's participating around them. It's a little bit like things you might do in the classroom where kids start raising their hands and you say, I see 1 hand, 2 hands, 3 hands, 4 hands, to socialize kids to see the opportunities for engagement around them and to normalize engagement. I just think Eric does a beautiful job of that here. I'll keep rolling here.
3, 2, and 1. Okay, before we share out number 1, we're actually pretty split, and it looks like we might be a little bit confused.
I just want to point out what a powerful moment this is. He says, it looks like we're pretty split and we might be confused, right? So it turns out he probably thought this is a question that kids would all get right. They're not totally clear on how Delphine is feeling right now. So important to know, and he does a beautiful job here of responding by saying, okay, we're split, we might be confused, not like, guys, we need to pay more attention. Right? There's a safety here in getting it wrong, but he's also this allows him to adjust his teaching right away and respond to the error or respond to the lack of clarity that he's seen from his students.
Around how Delphine feels. And I want to take you back to the text. And I want to zoom in up here. A lot of scholars said that when Delphine comes to the rally, she feels ashamed. I want to zoom in the sentence where the word ashamed comes up. It says, I feel ashamed of the pride I take in ironing the crease extra sharp. Ironing a sharp crease is a job well done. In this sentence, is Delphine saying she feels ashamed of being at the rally? She's talking about ironing to make sure her clothes are sharp, and she takes pride in these little tall details. If I keep reading, bringing people to this rally was magic that had you soaring above the trees. It certainly was worth marching up to the nose tables. I just want to quick recheck and come back to our classwork question here. Can you send me again? What's the answer to number 1?
I love this moment for 2 reasons. Students, it seems like, have recognized that the word ashamed appeared in the text. And so, of course, they think that's the right answer, right? The text mentions being ashamed. It must be how Delphine is feeling in the scene. But it's actually the opposite of how she's feeling. She's ashamed about a small detail, but she's proud of her involvement in the scene. And so they've made a classic error here. And Eric points out the line to them and asks them to think about it, but he doesn't tell them the answer. after first gathering data and reacting to it as a teacher, he again gathers data and says, chat me your answer now, right? So he can assess whether they got it. And of course, as teachers, we assume that we've explained it. Now it's going to be really clear to students, but as you'll see, there's still many students are struggling to understand the difference that he's drawing here, which reminds us of how important it is to check for understanding and how doubly important it is when we're far away from kids looking at them through a keyhole on a computer screen.
Please chat me the letter. Thanks, Amari. Thanks, Jade. Thanks, Alma. Thanks, Yasmin. Thanks, George. Thanks, Solari. Thanks, Christian. Interesting. All right, so we're up to probably 70% of us have this correct, but there's still a little bit of confusion. So rather than a cold call, because this has been challenging, I'll actually take hand. Can someone explain to us what's the best answer to number 1? I'm looking for blue hands. Awesome. Thank you, James. Thanks, George. Thanks, Jaylee. Wow, a lot of hands here. I appreciate it. Let's go, Solari. What's the best answer and why? Hey, Mark.
I know it's a bit tricky to hear Solari here, but just hold on for a second. It's going to be really striking in a second. I've blurred the screen out a little bit here just because we have the student's name and you can see her. But as you might be able to tell from the blurring, she has a seatbelt on. She's sitting in the back of her car answering this question. Yeah, so I don't know for sure whether is she in the back of her car because it's the only quiet place she could find to do her work, or is she driving somewhere with her family? Don't know. Either way, just a remarkable and in many ways beautiful scene.